I am live. Okay, so we're still in the British using one. That's my child right there. All right, let me look at the camera so it makes more sense. What I'm doing. It's my eyebrows. So we are talking about fighting negativity. This is Melody with Momentum. Momentum is a place where I just created a space where, especially women, but people where people want to keep moving with their purpose, keep fighting and figuring out their destiny, and just wanting to see what life is all about, and just trying to find to create a community, a positive community where people can talk about real things, real issues, real struggles. So today I want to talk about fighting negativity. Negativity is something that is constantly surrounding us. We're constantly surrounded by negative news in the week. This week I literally encountered probably like 2 to 3 different families that fought with passing of family members. So just negative news. There's always negative news on the media as well, but finding out someone passes that good friend of the family. So this week, my dad's best friend, childhood friend, passed. It's literally been a friendship beyond me, beyond my lifespan, which is beyond like probably because they're like what in their 70s, probably like 40 to 50 years, 60 years of friendship. Crazy. Imagine, I can't even, I don't want to get emotional, but imagine having a friendship of 50 to 60 years with someone, marriage, raising kids, grandkids, ministry. That's a lot of negativity in the sense of like thinking about dealing with their passing. That's a lot of feelings of negativity, of, so many things going on. And, fighting with regret, fighting with, you know, that shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and just like figuring out a way to, the only way you fight negativity is if you find the positive in all those things, and focusing on those positive things. And obviously, those things are gonna like the moments of love, the moments of cherishing those positive moments with the people that you really love. That's really gonna help. Negativity with your kids. Um, feelings of despair or helplessness of there was this thing I learned in psychology and sociology was learned helplessness, and that's when someone tries to do something and it doesn't happen, and then they try to do it again and it doesn't happen, and they would do it with dogs, and it was like if the dog would try to get a bone and it didn't get it, and then the dog would try again and they would try to get the bone and they still couldn't get it, and then they would try and then they still wouldn't get it, and then they would unhook the bone from the leash or whatever they had. It didn't matter if the bone was right in front of the dog. They would not even try anymore because they learned to be helpless. And it was called learned helplessness, that they would stop trying. We cannot get to that point as people, as humans, as God's people, people of destiny, because we got to keep trying. And the only way that we're going to grow and fight that negativity is if we fight it with faith, and if we inject ourselves with something greater, something stronger, something more powerful than us, and that's God. So injecting ourselves with faith, positivity, something that is going to pull us out of where we are is going to be the antidote for our success and for our breakthrough. Everyone goes through negativity. Everyone goes through feeling like a pile of bricks on top of you, especially through depression, especially going through grief. My husband's mother passed. It's been like a year and a half now, and it's still sometimes hard. My kids still talk about her. I'm gonna be real. It's not easy. Like there's still things that we have to fight as just humans, because this world is flawed. What we deal with is flawed in a daily basis, but we have the tools, we have the means to overcome. We just have to apply them on a daily basis. I just encourage you today to grab a hold on the Word of God, grab a hold on the verses that you already know, and just apply them to your life. Pray them over your children, pray them over yourself, and just continue to listen to the Word of God. Listen to the things, worship music, prayer, things that are going to uplift you to get you to the place that you really want middle of it. At least you're not in the beginning of it. So I encourage you today to keep pressing, to keep pushing. If you're alive and you're dealing with death, you're dealing with despair, if you're dealing with the death of a friend, loss of a baby. I've gone through that. Miscarriages are really hard. It's hard, and we're not called to just get over it. We're called to go through it. And when we get through it, we're going to help somebody else to go through it. And I believe that God is not a God of evil or of bad things, but God is a good God, and evil only comes from the enemy. So we just have to hold on to God and hold on to His goodness, and He will pull us out. So I encourage you today to continue to hold on to the goodness of God, and He will pull you out of that feeling and out of that despair and out of that negativity. Keep fighting that negativity with positivity. Keep fighting that negativity with faith. Keep fighting that negativity with power and goodness and positivity. Self-talk is a good thing. I can do this. This is not the end of myself. This is not the end of my situation. This is not the end of my children. This is not the end of my circumstance. I will overcome this. This is not the end of my marriage. This is not the end of my salvation. This is not the end of, my job situation. Whatever you're going through, God has a plan. God has an exit. God has a solution to your issue. So please hold on. Hold fast to the promises of God. Be encouraged and hold on to the faithfulness and the goodness